Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Today we are scraplifting just a scrapbooker on Instagram, and this is the layout that I chose to scraplift. And so I picked out some photos that I could crop down a lot because I also picked out some frames. So these ones are on a hike. I think I have to double check, but I think they were at Waterton. Could be in the Kananaskis too. So I will have to look them up on my computer to actually see. I printed these like a long time ago, so I don't know. I did take out that paper. This paper here is from Fancy Pants, and it's called Oh Dear, and it's Wonder. And I'm just gonna rip it like she has. The frames are from Chasing Dreams from Hip Kit Club. So I'm gonna use those and get some used up. I really liked this layout because of all the frames that got used. I have a hard time sometimes using frames on a layout. I have used them for like shaker pockets and that kind of thing, but I find them hard sometimes. So I am literally going to put them on. They're really sticky, and then I'm going to cut at an angle so it goes underneath the chipboard piece. That's my first one. I do them all off screen like that, so there was no point in keeping that in for you, because how boring is that to not watch me do that? so they're all back now. I'm gonna cut off the little bit of this paper that is not quite 12 by 12. I probably could have just left it, but it was poking through just on the edge there, so I didn't really want it to. And I'm going to deal with the second half right now, and I just eyeballed it. So I was like, it'll go about here. I have a lot more paper on my bottom than she does, but my frames are smaller, so and they're not going to be clustered exactly the same way, but it's there. And so I'm going to get these down right away, because why not? I did want the white to show, so that's why I tore that bottom piece again, because otherwise it wouldn't have had the white showing. And she definitely does have the white showing, so I'm just trying to figure out where I want these to go. She has 5 frames. Hers overlap a little bit for one of them, but I liked the sun, and so now I'm just trying to put some stickers on. This is a Jen Hadfield sticker sheet that I've had forever. It came in a Hip Kit Club when they were still doing other manufacturers. I think now they're just all them, but so I'm just putting stuff down where I think it might go with my pictures, where they are, trying to get an idea. These aren't super sticky, so I know if I have to pull them up, I can without wrecking them, so I'm not being too worried about that part of it. And so then I decided I should get my photos, frames, and stuff down so that I can start putting these and really committing to where some of this goes. So I'm going to use my T-square to get the top 2 lined up, because I want the top 2 lined up here, and then I want the bottom 3 lined up down below, but they're not. So mine's a lot more straighter than hers is. I could have done it more on an angle, but I liked this, so that's what I decided to do. And then I decided I liked this flower sticker, and it's going to go on this side because she has some prominent stuff on like her left and right photos, so I am going to do that as well. I don't have like as many, like mine aren't centrally clustered like hers are, but the idea is there. So I'm going to put these underneath here. I'm going to try that one, that gold flower over there. It's not going to stay there. And those leaves are not both going to stay there either. One will, but not both. And then I pull up the butterfly, and these very cute little mushrooms. They are not going to make it on here one of these days. So I put that one on, and I like that more. So yay, I'm getting quite a bit off of this sheet used up. I'm going to try the mushrooms. They're just not going to work. The butterfly is going to go on, and so I'm just going to cut one of my foam squares and put half on each side of the wing so it gives it some dimension, even though it's this tiny little butterfly sticker. It does actually give quite a bit of lift on the page, so yay. And then I have this other one, which is going to go by the sun. So just making sure that sticks, because I must not have pushed it down very well because it was moving around that one. And then I try to move the sun a little bit, and I just wanted it over just a little bit, but I think I put it down pretty much in the same spot, so that was pointless, but yeah, it is what it is. And then I'm just trying to fill out some of these other clusters. So I am going to pull this green leaf and put this longer one in there, and I like how that looks. And then I want this to still go on this page because I'm trying to use these up. And so it's going to go under this far right side, and I like that. And then there's this gold one that I want to get on here. And so I'm going to sneak this sticker that I just put down up a little bit in a second. I didn't want him overlapping on the bottom. It looked weird to me. So I'm going to overlap here, and that just makes that side cluster a lot bigger, which I like. I looked at these for literally just a hot minute, and I went, nope, I don't like them. It ain't happening. And away they go. But I do pull out one of these Paige Evans banner strips. I've had these forever. And so this one says, love you. And on the lift, she has a banner strip. I don't know if it's from the same collection or not, but she has a banner on hers. So I figured, why not? This little squirrel is going to get nestled in here because we are either at Waterton or in the mountains, and there are squirrels at both places. And I thought about that wood green heart, but it has a little bit of a weird blue around the edge, but not prominent. I didn't like it. Looking back at the Hip Kit Club sheet, and I'm going to look at the couple things, but I'm not going to use anything else. This is, I don't know if I told you, but it's Chasing Dreams is what I'm playing with, which was an Easter kit. And I think the paper for this Fancy Pants came in a winter kit. So look at them work together. This is a errant sticker. It says Fun Times. I'm not going to use it. Then I'm going to pull out some enamel dots. I'm just going to try and match a little bit to the stripes because I have a lot, so I might as well try. So I am going to choose a darker pink, and then these green ones. These green ones kind of match that darker green stripe on the paper. And I chose this paper with the prominent green in it because of my forestry kind of pictures. And then obviously the stripe is what she kind of used, but mine has a more, I think, woodsy feel. So yay, I'm gonna look at it for a second, and I decide that it needs a little more sparkle and some splatter. So I'm just trying to figure out which one's gonna cover the pictures well enough. And then I did shake this off camera. This is fossilized amber, and just getting some here, there, and everywhere. And then we're almost done today, which is amazing. I really like how this one turned out. I do have some other pictures to scrapbook of this, but it probably is not going to match, and that's okay. I think this was in Waterton. I think we're walking up to, there's a lake up on one of the mountainsides, and I think where we parked and then we did the walk. I'm pretty sure what that is. That's what this is, but There's some close-ups. Make sure if you haven't checked out Just a Scrapbooker, you may go and use her link below to check her out on Instagram. Also, make sure you check out Pineapple Papers, who is the one who orchestrates May I Scraplift You for May, which is every day. So there's a playlist down there as well. Make sure you look at some of those other creatives because, wow, there's a lot of inspiration happening this month. Thank you for all of you that are new to me and have subscribed. I really appreciate it. I hit over 200 this week, which is super, super exciting. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Have yourself a wonderful day.